stand over here because I'm going to have to... Hi, everybody. It's Dara. And I am here with Asela, who is my friend from New Jersey. This is Asela. And
hi, everybody.
And she, how we connected was when my mom was sick, and I made it known on YouTube that I wanted to follow the Gerson protocol, or she wanted to do that. Asela contacted me in an email saying, first I think you had contacted me before that, saying the ways I helped you or something, and your son?
Yes.
It was a beautiful email.
Well, being that my son is autistic, on the spectrum, and being that I had felt not as healthy in the past year, I started researching raw foods and looking at videos and looking for people that I connected with through videos, and found DARA'S videos and really loved them from the beginning. Beginning. And when my son needed certain dietary changes in order to be healthier, I just added more raw foods and used DARA as a guide for really great recipes.
That's so awesome. And so you sent me this beautiful email saying how I helped you and your son, and then when it came time, I guess in my hour of need, Asela was there and texting me, and we were communicating, because I didn't know how to follow the Gerson protocol. It includes cooked food, it included coffee enemas, it included a very, very intense protocol that I would get in bed after cleaning my parents' house and feeding both my parents and walking their dogs and decluttering. I would get into bed at 2 o'clock in the morning and start reading the book. So when Asela reached out to me, I was so grateful because she was somebody who experienced it because her aunt wasn't well and her aunt didn't speak English, so Asela translated.
So I read the entire book last summer and took notes and got the notes ready for my aunt so I could tell her what she needed to do in order to try to get healthy through the Gerson therapy. And my father also had used the therapy as well, so he had read the book. But then we found out after I did this that they actually translated it into Spanish.
Oh no! But still, you learned this protocol.
But I learned it anyway.
And you probably, think about all the people that you can help. I don't know. She's such a compassionate woman. I know that when we had a service for my mom in New Jersey, Asela drove out to be there to, hug us and be there for us. In the midst of her extremely busy life, she teaches 10-year-old boys. She's a teacher, and she has her own son and her own, work schedule, and she's feeding, get this, feeding for the past 3 years her son the most beautiful diet, so that when her son goes off to be with the dad, she's still making things to go off to make sure that he has the nourishment that he needs. I can't even tell you what a labor of love that is. For those of you who know, who've done it, doing it for yourself is one thing. Doing it for somebody who's relying on you, whose life is changed because of it, it's an extraordinary amount of energy in the form of time and funds, So it's just mothers like that deserve to be applauded in just such a huge way. So I just send so many blessings to Asela. I can't give her enough. I'm like, I'm going to make you a tonic. I'm sending home a chaga.
I'm so excited. I'm about to drink my first tonic.
I'm making a tonic. So if there's anything you want to tell them while right now, I just wanted to say that I'm putting in vanilla powder, and it's ground vanilla bean, and I'm thinking about reishi or restore the jing or this immune supporting blend from Jing Herbs, and I'm going to feel that out when I get towards, I'm going to go get the blender. I do know that I want to make it coffee tasting, like a mocha, so I'm going to use pure cacao. And I'm going to use Dandy Blend, which is a powder that even if you just wanted to add Dandy Blend to water, if you're in a pinch and you want a hot drink and you're missing coffee, for those of you who need your coffee, Dandy Blend and water alone tastes like coffee. And then I'm using coconut sugar for the sweetener.
Ooh.
That's okay?
I've never had coconut sugar,
It's
so I'm
lovely.
really excited.
So we have our hot blend, and I don't know, I want Asela to share, she's telling me that she keeps a list of inspirational women on her phone, and she wants to inspire her son. She doesn't want him to miss on Halloween, so she's just raw Halloween, raw Thanksgiving, so she's going to be sharing with me some ways to, do festive videos.
Well, I'm a little nervous coming into the holidays because I started being raw in February of last year, and the transition was a little tough, especially because it was still cold. But I remember thinking to myself, I actually thought I had seen the Living Foods Expo announcements in Sedona. That's where you won your awards last year.
Yeah, I won 3.
You won 3. I couldn't even believe it, but I was eyeing the festival or whatever it is for a while, and I kept saying, if you do this for a while, one day you're gonna go.
You will go.
Yeah, I said I'm not worthy yet, but I said, in my head, I said one day you can see this live.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking, what is it going to be like? I'm sure summer is going to be easier since I live in New Jersey. There's so much that you can have, like large watermelons and lots of great, really great strawberries.
Fruit, things are like leafy greens or
corn.
Things can be grown there.
Corn salads there, the fresh corn salads.
You can do frozen corn.
Yeah,
you can buy frozen organic corn. But we were talking about the things that somebody can do in winter, and I highly recommended to Asela that she have her hot drink in the morning, and that she take a thermos to work to have a hot drink around 3 or 4 to warm up the body.
Yes.
And that way, if you're having something like a raw soup or raw smoothie throughout the day, it warms up your internal organs, and I think that is what I would do. I would also not be afraid to steam something, but the idea of cooking versus steaming isn't the issue. It's procuring what is available and then what to do with it.
Right.
So we have a little pact here. She's going to text me things that are available on the East Coast.
Yes.
And I will say, okay.
For a good deal too.
What?
Meaning things that are available that are not so expensive.
Yes, obviously. We don't want things, we want to buy as locally as possible, and we want to obviously not spend a fortune. Right. And that is the project that Herbie and I are working on, which you're going to get budget recipe videos coming up. So we are going to work in conjunction budget recipes and also cold weather. So what's available.
Right.
Okay, so don't beat yourself up if you can't have all the abundant things that you could get in the summer, but there's definitely ways to work this thing. There definitely are.
Yeah, I'm going in it really positive. So
that's a good idea.
So I'm trying to.
That's a good idea.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be like a challenge, like a big game, right?
So I showed Dara my iPhone, my notes that I've been taking on ideas for raw Halloween and ideas for raw Thanksgiving, which are her own.
Let's do Halloween because that's like 4 days away.
Oh, wait.
Oh, Thanksgiving was my own recipe.
Well, recipe from her videos, and here I am showing her the notes going.
You should transcribe it. I would have to go watch the whole video again, which I did started to watch the other day, and it was very emotional because my mom made the stuffing with me. So
I remember that.
I'm kind of thankful that you've transcribed it. That would be nice because it would be hard for me to watch today. Yeah. But so I have that video. I think I'll do another stuffing video, and I'll do the measurements so you can see what I do.
That would be great. But for Halloween, some of the ideas that we were talking about were taking an orange bell pepper and cutting out the top just like you would a pumpkin, and then designing a little jack-o'-lantern face on one side and trimming off the little pieces, and then making a really nice, very nice kale salad with something I've never used, orange cauliflower. I don't know. They use orange cauliflower and maybe some lemon and oil and dressing it and chopping it really thin. So, and then you stuff it with this.
Can we just step back a second? Where is orange cauliflower found?
I don't know. That's why I looked at it and I said,
okay, I'll tell you what that is. I'll tell you what that is. That's cut up, that's cauliflower, and you can make a turmeric.
Oh, okay.
Or paprika or turmeric.
Probably,
you know what I mean? Like you can color the cauliflower.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
They colored it. They colored it. And you can do that because turmeric. She makes her son chia seed pudding with almond milk and turmeric, which is so healthy. So I think we're going to go for some awaken the spirit. This is awaken the Shen. So we're going to get some peaceful spirit going on. Nourishes and opens the heart, calms emotional stress, and it's emotionally uplifting. It's going to nurture our spirit. We already had a tiramisu. We had a beautiful lunch. I'm going to invite Herbie in. After I blend this to share the tonic with us. We just went out to lunch with Herbie to Cafe Gratitude, and that was really sweet and nice, and he's such a gentleman.
Thank you, Herbie. Thank you for being such a great gentleman.
So yeah, Herbie, you are such a great gentleman.
He really is. He really is.
Yes, he is. So we're going to blend up. So now on this This in here already is yerba mate tea, uplifting. I have some vanilla in here. I have some things like I had partial bit of the tonic that I had from this morning, so I don't waste that. I just add to it. So I added hot water, and now we're going to have it blended. And the thing, if you want to make it creamy, coconut oil is a beautiful way to do that.
Dara, what's the difference between the coconut butter and the coconut oil?
That's a good question. Coconut butter is the fruit of the coconut, or what some people call the meat, and the oil.
Oh, okay.
The oil is extracted from the fruit.
So in a drink like this, you would use coconut oil.
You could use coconut butter. It'd be gorgeous. It's a little fattier. It's a little richer.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. So if you're in a pinch, or if that's what you have, definitely use that.
It's a really big.
Because I use this for my skin. I use it for my hair. So
I thought mine was big.
I like to buy in bulk when I can. This is from Essential Living Foods, right? It's a tub. I know. It's a big tub. So, okay, so I'm going to blend, and then, so it's so nice to be able to meet our family members in person.
Oh, it really
right?
is.
It's like, it's such a treat. Okay. Sometimes I have to add some stevia to boost it up, or a little more, let's see. And there's a little more coconut oil. Sometimes the herbs are stronger than others and a little more bitter. So,
how's the sweetness in there?
Do you like it sweet?
I'm okay with either way.
Mm-hmm. It's not that sweet. I'm gonna add a little more, but it's good. It tastes healing.
Perfect.
It's definitely healing. It's definitely energizing, healing, and peace-inducing. So. It must be so surreal to be in the kitchen.
I was telling Dara when I first came in, I couldn't even enter the kitchen because it reminded me of visiting the Smithsonian in D.C. and seeing the
Julia Child
exhibit and having the glass surrounding the kitchen of Julia Child's and all the equipment that she had, and you really couldn't go in, so I couldn't even step into Dara's kitchen. I was just like,
it's so sacred. It's so
it really is.
To me, it's like the most used, most abused, most actually magical. Like, there's been a lot of magic in this kitchen, and I think the energy from the people who visited me, along with the most gorgeous produce and the flowers and the crystals and everything stays in a space.
It does. It really does.
And so, with people like you, it gets better and better. It's like building on, and that's the premise of feng shui and energy, is that a home will hold the space of its inhabitants and the energy that's going on in there. So we were talking about that too.
Oh, yes, that's something I'm learning.
Join us?
Sure.
Come on, Herbie.
Okay. Come on in, Herbie.
Ta-da.
Now what I would do is, this is a potent tonic, so if it were for someone that didn't want something so strong, all you have to do is add hot water. So sometimes I'll do that for people who are not used to such things, but I think everybody here will enjoy the intensity. Because when it comes out like this, it's usually supposed to. You know what I mean? Like, somebody here needs what's in here.
Look at this beautiful mug.
Here, cheers. Is it too hot? Do you want one with a handle? Click.
No,
eye to eye.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, you have to connect with the eyes when you chin, everybody.
Chin.
It's good.
Very good.
I don't think it's good.
It's a very enjoyable moment for me.
Aww.
It's creating a great memory that we had such a interesting and lovely guest from New Jersey to join us, and it's made Sunday very, very delightful, and it's another page in the beautiful chapter that Dara's helping me put together.
Okay, we're all gonna cry now. Wow. Wow, Herbie. Thank you. That's really sweet,
so much,
Herbie.
Thank you.
Wow. Well, so we hope we're sharing some of this spirit with you, that it definitely can come through the computer, I think, right? Energy can come through.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we're sending our love to you. Get your greens on. I'm sure there's something else you'd like to say?
Well, just something as I'm sure all of you have heard different things from your parents or grandparents that stand out. And the other day, Dara and I were talking about important in any relationship as to communicating as well as listening. And someone once told me that the reason God created a person with 2 ears and only one mouth was the fact you should listen twice as much as you talk. If you have some wonderful things like that, you can send me. I'd like to make a collection of all those great sayings out there.
That's a good
Cheers.
one. Well, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Is there anything you'd like to close with, honey?
Just thank you so much to everybody. And I wish this to happen from that side of the camera once, and it happened. So keep wishing everybody and keep following your dreams. So yeah, I'm very blessed.
And there's a special hello and sending love to your son, Alex.
Alex,
Yes.
I love you.
Alex, you are beautiful. I'm so proud of you. So, yay. Hope to meet you too one day.
Right.
So get your greens on, everybody. Get your tonics on. Get your love on. And we will see you really soon.
Bye.
Bye.
You're on, Herbie. What'd you say?
Okay. No, I said that you're magical, that you're doing so many wonderful things, and what is gives credence to this is the fact that so many comments come in after some of the videos that we've made, whether I'm in them or not is not important. What is important is people say, Dara, I love you. You changed my life.
And that's where...
Which is, I don't think you say anything more important than someone spending time on this earth and sending out that kind of love and education out to the great wide world.
Dara, it's so true, because when I say you really did change my life, I can't even say that enough, because we know what's good for us. We really do. We all know eat your veggies. We know exercise. We know be good and kind. We know all these things, but we don't do that all often. So when I started watching your videos, it just made sense to me. You modeled in a very easy manner, in a very happy manner, how this is done, little by little, step by step, without judging yourself, without being too hard on yourself, and full of acceptance and love. So I thank you for that, because I know that I did it, but I wouldn't have been able to do it without your guidance. So
thank you.
Thank
you
you.
for saying that. Yeah, Roxy. Hi, Roxy.
Roxy, do you want to say anything? She said, yeah. Thank you for my lovely treats.
She's like,
Thank
okay,
you.
we're good. Thank you both. What a lovely afternoon.
So good. You were saying you went to your reunion.
I went to
That's why you're here.
Yes, I came to California for a quick reunion concert at Hamilton High School.
Yeah.
And it was funny, because a few people actually did say, you look really good. You look great.
You look
And-
amazing.
And I didn't about a year ago, and I didn't 3 or 5 years
Really?
ago, and so I kept repeating, you have to see these videos, Dara Dubinet, and I would say Dubinet, because I didn't think people would remember how to spell your name, even though it's Dubinet, but I just wanted them to remember the spelling so that they could find you. And I must have repeated that. I think
I'm going to
about
give you a stack of cards.
5 to
You can hand
10,
out.
5 to 10 times, just from people that I was talking to last night. And in fact, we were actually out till very late last night. I would have to say we had a concert, which was a fabulous concert.
She's a musician.
And yes, I'm a musician. And then we had a reception, and then we had a party, and then there was an after party, and these musicians wouldn't stop. And then I finally realized when it was 3 a.m. that it was the time of day in the East Coast that I usually get up, and that I had entirely missed an entire night. And yet I was still feeling good.
You look amazing.
So,
I saw you the day of my mom's service, and we were all a bit wrecked that day.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like not even, it's like a couple months later, you look so amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm also running more because I
getting-
feel healthier. I'm
Right.
able to run more because I had knee issues before. So,
Knee issues?
Yes, but now I don't have any knee issues. I feel so. I'm running a half marathon next week.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
so I'm. So
Look
I'm
how
actually,
pretty she is.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And here.
Roxy. Oh, how sweet. Well, I think it's really important. My biggest mission really is it's just to show people how it's done, how to do it. That it's really, so you said it perfectly, because if I were to say what I do, it's just simply showing people what I do, and that raw food and living healthy doesn't have to be complicated. In
Right.
fact, it's the opposite.
And I guess the biggest message which I heard from you at the very beginning was that I kept telling my friends last night, this doesn't mean deprivation. It actually means the total opposite. And then I also said that I don't want you to think about this as taking away things that you already eat, but just simply starting off by adding these things that are so good for you in
Right.
its living form first,
Yes.
and then seeing how you feel and if you still want to eat the things that.
Right.
So I kept saying that last night. I kept saying,
It's
don't.
not about
it's not a
deprivation.
diet,
Don't
it's
give
not-
anything up.
It's, it's an abundance of really great,
Yeah.
foods.
So if you add that gorgeous whatever thing that you
Right.
want to make, what appeals to you,
Right.
don't worry about giving up the things
No,
you want. They'll
you
just
don't even
naturally
worry.
fall away if they're supposed to.
And your body starts talking to you more, or you start listening to it. And I don't even know what came first. Did you just stop listening to your body, or did it stop talking to you? I don't really know what it is.
That's a good point.
But you really do begin to notice that you didn't have your green juice today, and that's why you're not feeling as peppy.
Right.
And so you begin to see then, well, I'm not going to miss my green juice.
Right.
Especially, yeah.
Because you want to feel your best, especially
Right.
for your son,
Especially
for all the
for that,
moms out
the
there.
energy.
You
You
want
know, when you come home from work and you don't know how you're going to go outside and play for another 2 hours.
Do you have more energy?
Right.
You have
Yeah,
more
no,
energy.
I definitely feel the difference.
Yeah. And it'll keep getting better and better.
That's what I'm going.
It does.
That's what I'm going
It's
for.
like a game. It just keeps getting better and better, and that's the whole point. And that's why I don't, take it down a notch by eating something that's not within my protocol, because then I won't feel as good. So the other thing I just want to tell you, I know we talked about decluttering and how important that is, and I like to give easy ways of doing that too. And the important thing is the word decluttering kind of sounds like you're taking away. And to look at it like you're taking away means like you're getting rid of, and you're like a kid who has to let go of his toys. Like,
Right.
it's more like you're making space for whatever your current dreams are to happen.
I get that.
When you let go of somebody in your life that's toxic, you make room for somebody else who's chlorophyll to come in. We're welcoming the healthy
I like
flora.
that.
Yeah, we're getting rid of the unhealthy flora in our homes, and we're welcoming in the chlorophyll things and the people.
I love
and
that.
if we're cluttered, we can't do that. So it's not getting rid of things that you love; it's making room for the things you do love.
You
So.
should have Dara Golden Mines.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe you can do that. I know we're going to do something together.
Florafills.
Okay. I think that's a great idea. So it's flora-filled friends and flora-filled things in our home.
That's so perfect. I love that.
Okay, so we're going to teach your boys at school and your son and the whole world, you guys. Let's do it. All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.